Hello everybody. Jupiter, planet of good luck, abundance and good fortune, changes sign from Gemini to Cancer on June the 26th, where it stays until July 14th of next year. I have to also alert you that on the same date, June 26th, Mercury also goes retrograde with Jupiter until July 20th. So I'm expecting this Mercury retrograde to be magnified, because Jupiter always magnifies whatever it touches. So with Mercury also in Cancer, going backwards, I'm expecting reversals, backpedaling, decisions being changed. You may change your mind 100 times. We might find stocks and commodities going down perilously or hugely up, and then everything reversing again once Mercury goes direct. Jupiter in Cancer. Where is it in your chart? Is it maybe transiting your first house? Meaning that you're going to do a lot of self-development, some new opportunities to redefine yourself. Maybe it's going to be transiting your second house, which could bring you more money or more job opportunities. But equally, because Jupiter does magnify everything, if you've been a little reckless with money, then you may find that your money disappears more quickly. Maybe it's transiting your fourth house, and that could mean a move. Or it could mean some travel, or it could mean something nice happening with some members of your family. The last time Jupiter was in Cancer, 12 years ago, every 12 years there's a Jupiter changes, that you will have a Jupiter return in your life. So those of you with Jupiter in Cancer are actually coming up for a Jupiter return. So that's going to mean many new opportunities in your life. Historically, 12 years ago, we had the terrible political assault on the United States. We had the 9/11 attacks. Was Jupiter partially responsible for that? Well, the USA does have a stellium of planets in Jupiter, but I have to say it was not the only thing going on that exacerbated those attacks. However, I am anticipating some pretty important things happening during this year. So what are the key words? What are the things we should be looking out for? What are the businesses that I think are going to thrive during this Jupiter in Cancer? Anything connected with food, with security, with children, with pets, with emotions, with homeland, with the past, with archaeology, with the sea, our oceans, anything that's psychic, developing psychic ability, nurturing and community activities. I also think we're going to see a proliferation of businesses from the home. Cancer rules the home, and I think so if you really want to start a business in the home, this would be a very good year to do it in. I think we'll have a comeback of family values, going back to our roots again. Cancer is the roots of the chart. Where are my roots? And if I don't have a family now, how can I build that feeling of family, that feeling of warm fuzzies, the nurturing feeling? That's what many of us are going to be looking for. I think there could well be a resurgence of the good old days and even entertainment from the past coming to the fore again. I think many of us may find that we are having to take on more responsibility connected with our families. For example, mums and dads or granny or grandpa might have been put in an old home or assisted living. People may not have the money to do that anymore, and you may have to have parents come and live with you, or you may go and live with them. But I'm seeing some more responsibility having to be taken on. I think we'll see greater humanitarian acts, really wanting to help our fellow man. We will see that voluntarily as well. Food is going to be a huge issue. Cancer rules food. So don't be surprised if you put on a few extra pounds during this transit of Jupiter in Cancer. It loves its food, it's soothing. Food is nurturing, of course. Which mother doesn't say, come on, let's eat? I think we're going to see innovative ways of growing food, particularly in cities, urban farming, aquaponic growth. I think we'll see food swaps. This is a growing movement where people bring along food that they've either foraged or made or found or grown, and there's a big food swap where people get together of all ages. It's like a community get together, and no money changes hands. The only currency that changes hands is food. And I think we're going to see growth in that. I think we'll want to possibly stay at home more. It's not quite as social. Jupiter in Gemini was very social. Jupiter in Cancer is a little bit more like, oh, you know what, I think I'm going to stay home today. I've got all the things around me that I love, and I'm comfortable here, and I don't think I want to drag out. Jupiter, Cancer, rules real estate. So we're going to see some changes in real estate, in the way that we build houses. Big movement here in Europe is passive housing, which is building houses that are very energy efficient, that really need virtually no heating, even in freezing temperatures, and no cooling in very hot temperatures. And that's a really growth thing we're going to see. We might see smaller homes being built, but certainly more energy efficient types of homes. And also homes where parking isn't necessary. Maybe we've got more green spaces in urban areas and less parking. Another big area must cover, which is going to be the oceans. Cancer rules our oceans, and with Jupiter magnifying everything, I think we're going to see even more flooding. We saw the floods in the build-up to this Jupiter in Cancer, with the worst floods in over 100 years in Europe. A friend of mine living in the south of Germany there, where the floods were pretty terrible, she said that there were meadows, and that those meadows, there were now swans swimming on those meadows because they were so inundated. But I think with Jupiter now coming into Cancer, we are going to see more inundation of land, more tsunamis than we've ever seen, much more water and flooding, I am anticipating. I also think we're going to be looking to our oceans for solutions to medical issues. Our coral reefs are rich. They're a treasure trove of potential drugs and plants that could help our physical bodies. That's if they're not too acidic and we haven't polluted them too much already. I think that we're going to have this feeling of wanting community. We're going to have to learn how to fix things ourselves, how to recycle better. We're probably going to have things like clothes swapping, because after all, you do get tired of wearing the same things all the time. And I had a friend recently of my new family here. His aunt was moving to a smaller place, and she had loads of lovely stuff that she was getting rid of. So the girls here in the house, all of us, oh, that suits you. We had a real modelling session. And I ended up with a brand new wardrobe, really, that cost me, I had to have a couple of items altered because they were a little bit big. But for about $20, I've got a brand new wardrobe, and it was fun. So it's this sense of humanity. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. It's about bringing out the best in one another. It's about cherishing one another and seeing that we really are one family. So, you might want to just think about that more. I think there's going to be a general feeling towards this heart connection. How can I connect with people from my heart? How can I love them? How can I bring out my loving energy? And that is going to be the highest manifestation that we can bring out during this transit of Jupiter in Cancer. So, all of you, I'm giving you a big hug. And thank you very much for listening. I wish that Jupiter brings you much luck and much good fortune and good things in this year to come. Bye for now.